Please be seated. Professor Philip L. Glick, Mace Bearer, Chair of the University Faculty Senate and Professor of Surgery and Management, will officially open the ceremony. Professor Glick.
Thank you. Provost Zukoski. The graduates, the candidates for degrees, the faculty, the staff, and the parents, families, and friends of the graduates and candidates are now assembled. I hereby declare this commencement of the University at Buffalo to be open.
Thank you, Professor Glick. Good afternoon on I don't know if it's cloudy or sunny. It's Buffalo. It'll be different in an hour, so just wait. I'm Charles Smith, professor in the music department and SLE chair of music theory. On behalf of the University at Buffalo community, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this College of Arts and Sciences undergraduate commencement ceremony for the humanities and social sciences. This is indeed a very special day for our graduates and for our entire university. Each spring, the university's faculty, staff, and students look forward to celebrating the accomplishments and great promise of our graduating students as they prepare to embark on the exciting academic and professional paths that their UB education has prepared them to pursue. We have over 800 degree candidates registered to participate in today's ceremony. Your enthusiasm has brought an equally enthusiastic response from your families and friends. And I might add from the faculty for whom I speak, who are here not just because it's a great break from grading exams, but we really want to celebrate your accomplishments. We are so very pleased that you could all join us today for this special campus celebration. We ask you now to join in the singing of our national anthem to be performed by members of the UB Choir, Matthew DeDonna, Michaela Feo, John Podvesko, and Stephanie Scarana. Accompanying them on the piano will be Sung-Yun Lee under the direction of UB Choir Director and Clinical Assistant Professor of Music, Claudia Brown. Please stand if you're able, and gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you to the UB Choir and to Claudia. That was really lovely. I don't think we've heard a national anthem performed quite that way here at any of these ceremonies, so that was really wonderful. It is my pleasure to introduce some special members of the platform party. We have University at Buffalo Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Charles F. Zukoski. He's listed on my program as a guest, but he's not really a guest. He's going to be working very hard quite soon. And we're pleased to be joined by a number of our University at Buffalo vice presidents and vice provosts. Many UB faculty and staff members are participating in this afternoon's ceremony. They share our great pride in the class of 2018 and they represent the greatest asset that we offer to our students. Please join me in thanking our faculty and staff for their outstanding work and their commitment to our university community. And before I go on, I'd like to ask any veterans and those actively serving in the U.S. Armed Forces to please stand to be recognized. On behalf of the University at Buffalo and the College of Arts and Sciences, let me thank you for your service. It's never easy, but it's always appreciated. It is now my pleasure to present the Provost of the University at Buffalo, Charles Zukowski, who will be followed by Robin Schulze, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for the 2018 College of Arts and Sciences, Humanities and Social Sciences Commencement. I'm thrilled to be here today with you, your graduates, your families, friends, and the university community to celebrate your exceptional achievements to date and to eagerly anticipate all that you will accomplish as you go out into the future. Be bold, be Buffalo. As one of the nation's leading public research universities, UB has a mission of creating new knowledge and communicating this knowledge to you, the next generation of leaders, professionals, researchers, artists, and citizens. We take seriously our responsibility to improve the human condition through our scholarship, our creative work, our clinical care, and our engagement. We are living in an era of excitement and uncertainty, characterized by a currently strong knowledge-based economy, fast-paced technological changes, increasing use of artificial intelligence in the workforce and in daily life, and an ever-changing political and social dynamic. Now more than ever, we need scholars and professionals in the humanities and social sciences who understand human culture, society and behavior, language, history, and narrative. This understanding is needed to learn more about how to negotiate new forms of communication, best use of technology, how to live good lives, and how to better understand our new economy, workers' roles in it, and how our society is changing. Graduates, as UB students, you have been partners in the process of seeking and using knowledge to build a better world. Indeed, they have. You have learned from the most respected thought leaders and practitioners in the humanities and social sciences who have designed your degree programs to prepare you for future success. You have taken advantage of faculty-led and individual research opportunities, pursued interests that are personal to you through independent studies, studied abroad, and participated in literary readings and in field work. You have put your knowledge into practice through internships, community service, and extracurricular activities. You have worked hard. You have gained exposure to the comprehensive range of disciplines at UB, been active members of our vibrant campus community, and had meaningful interactions with your peers and professors. These are the experiences that shape your unique perspective and way of approaching the world. It is this distinctive combination of classroom, field learning, out-of-class experiences that enables you to develop the creativity, the empathy, the critical thinking, and the leadership skills needed for you to graduate, needed for your graduate study, or for your future careers. Your UB education has prepared you to be flexible, responsive to shifting trends and needs, to meet challenges head-on, to be lifelong learners, and to take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. These are attributes that will assure your success in the future, no matter what it might bring. More importantly, your education has prepared you to be active and engaged citizens, Each of you has the capacity to change the world, and I urge you to take what you have learned here at UB and apply it for the betterment of society. I send you my sincerest, heartfelt congratulations to this 2018 University at Buffalo College of Arts and Sciences, Humanity, and Social Sciences graduates. We are so proud of you and all that you have accomplished. Congratulations.
Thank you, Provost Zukowski. And congratulations, class of 2018. Woo! You are special. The fact that you are sitting here means that you have done absolutely everything right. You are graduates of a first-class, world-class research institution, and we are very proud of you and everything that you have achieved at UB. And as you head out into your amazing futures, I just want to let you in on a little secret. You are all really superheroes. No, superheroes, really. Like, with the boots and the tights and the big letters and the wristlets and the tiaras. You don't know it yet, but you are. And today, you have capes. What I really mean to say here is that you have absolutely no idea right now just how much you've learned here. Oh, sure, you've passed your exams and read your books and done your problem sets and written your papers and completed your experiments. You've acquired a vast amount of content knowledge and a host of skills. But the depth of what you learned here, that's going to sneak up on you, and it's going to amaze you. In this great college, you have learned how to be resilient and determined, and like the buffalo on our seal, amazingly hard to get rid of. You've learned how to be the person in the room who steps up, the person in the room who knows how to find things out, the person in the room to whom others turn for answers and advice, the person in the room who, when knocked down, gets up, brushes off, and tries again, because that's who we are at UB. You've learned how to be the person who cares about knowledge and science and art and culture, who knows how to do the research to determine what is true and what is not, and that is a superpower. You've learned how to learn, and that is a superpower. You will be the informed global citizen who creates the future, whether you know it now or not. UB is your radioactive spider, your cosmic rays, your power ring, your magic mixture of herbs, your happy mutation, and this place will figure large in your origin story. You've learned all this here in this great college at this great university, and you are taking it all with you. And when you come to understand all of what this place has given you, I want you to remember just how proud we are to have you as our graduates. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. Today, we wish to acknowledge exceptional graduating students who have received two particular honors. Recipients of the State University of New York's Chancellor Award for Student Excellence and our College of Arts and Sciences Outstanding Seniors. Information about these awards and biographical notes on the recipients can be found on pages 14 to 22 of your program book. Recipients of the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence recently attended a reception hosted by SUNY Chancellor Christina Johnson in Albany. At that time, they were each presented with their award. Several of these students are part of our Humanities and Social Sciences ceremony. Audience members, please hold your applause until I've read all the names, please. Maria Bayer, Psychology. Michaela Feo, Biomedical Sciences and Psychology. And do please stand when I call your name, I'm sorry. Maria Bayer, stand up, please, Psychology. Michaela Feo, Biomedical Sciences and Psychology. Harman Paul Singh Brar, Economics and Political Science. Kaylee Reed, Asian Studies and English. Congratulations. Please be seated. Departments within the College of Arts and Sciences have selected graduates to be honored with the Outstanding Senior Award. Recipients were each presented with their award at a recognition reception I hosted on campus earlier this month. At this time, I will introduce the outstanding seniors who are part of this afternoon's ceremony. Students, as I call your name, please stand. Audience members, please hold your applause until I've read all the names. Anna Porter, Anthropology. Kaylee Reed, Asian Studies and English. Ashley Cohen, Classics. Eric Ting, Communication. Angela Volpe, Communicative Disorders and Sciences. Evan Conley, Economics. Nadine Kennedy, Geography. Alyssa Benowitsky, Global Gender and Sexuality Studies. Laura Kachersky, History. Jordan Einhorn, Jewish Thought. Dana Glantz, Linguistics. Michael Fiorica, Philosophy and Political Science. Mary Angela Perella, Psychology. Kelly Aldinger, Romance, Languages, and Literatures. Richard Patty, Sociology. Jenna Reiner, Special Studies. And Masson Featherstone, Transnational Studies. Congratulations, each and every one of you. Please be seated. Next, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our student speaker, Farisa Mahood of Niagara Falls. Farisa graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts in International Trade from the Department of Geography. A short biographical note about Farisa can be found on page 23 of your program book. Take it away, Farisa.
Thank you, Dean Schulte. Good afternoon, and welcome graduates, family members, and distinguished faculty. It is an honor to be amongst you and speaking today. I'm sure you all remember being overwhelmed with a wave of emotions on your first day as freshmen. Excitement, fear, and uncertainty, but all in a good way. And now, oddly enough, I think many of us are finding ourselves in the same position, feeling that same wave of emotions all over again as we enter into this new chapter of our lives. My experience here at this university has changed my life in a profound way, and I'm sure we all can relate to that in one way or another. In my time here as a student, I've learned that it's important to stop and breathe. I've learned that it's okay to feel confused at one moment and feel like you're ready to take on the world another. I've learned that no matter how hard you try to avoid it, you are bound to get stuck in a mini traffic jam because the infamous geese of UB decided it was necessary to take over the crosswalk 5 minutes before your exam. The faculty, the resources, and my experiences here at UB did not just teach me to dream openly, rather how to achieve those dreams as well. My mother was taken out of school in the 5th grade because an educated woman was a threat to society in the eyes of many people at that time. When she arrived here to the United States, her dream was to give her daughters everything she could not have, including the best possible education. My parents dedicated their lives to making sure that the stereotypes and misconceptions that affected their lives didn't affect ours. Today, when I walk out with this degree, it's not just a piece of paper or an academic achievement. This degree will change the course of my family history. I will be the first woman to graduate with a college degree. Thank you. Thank you. And I will break the boundaries that tried to clip my wings before I even realized I was capable of flying. And this is only the start. Today, as we celebrate a great accomplishment in our lives, some of us may still feel lost as to what exactly we're going to do next, while others probably have it down just right. Both are okay. But when we walk out of here today, I believe it's necessary to understand one thing. As UB alumni, we do not know what it means to do the mediocre or what it means to be mediocre. UB has prepared us to take on the world. As Malcolm X once said, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Today, we hold the passport of our futures in our hands. Let's fill it with the stamps of compassion, dedication, and perseverance towards a better tomorrow for us and the world. Here is to our parents, our professors, our mentors, and role models. Here is to the class of 2018. Congratulations, and I wish everyone the best of luck.
So the competition for the commencement student speaker was open to all graduating seniors in the College of Arts and Sciences, and Farisa was selected by a committee of faculty, staff, and a student representative after completing a highly competitive application and audition process. She will be receiving a 2018 class ring provided by Jostens and the University at Buffalo, and on behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences, we wish you the very best. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you. Thank you. The College of Arts and Sciences asked graduating students to vote for a faculty speaker. Students could select any member of the faculty from whom they wanted to hear a parting message. From this process emerged two professors who clearly had an incredible impact on their students, and biographical notes on these individuals can be found on page 24 of your program book. And it is my sincere pleasure to introduce our faculty speaker for this afternoon's ceremony, Wendy Quinton, Clinical Associate Professor from the Department of Psychology.
Well, congratulations, class of 2018. You did it. Thank you so much for giving me the honor of speaking to you today. I want to tell you a true story, one with an important lesson in it. After my first quarter in college, I had learned a lot of new things, but there was only one thing that I knew for sure. I would never, ever take another psychology class again. That first quarter, I had taken introductory psychology from a professor whose deep lack of interest in the subject was contagious. It spread to me, and I had it bad. From that class, I learned that psychology was the worst thing any subject can be to a college freshman: boring. So I had no plans to go down that pointless road ever again. Later on, in a different quarter, I enrolled in a studio art class. The first night, looking past my easel and across the room, I saw a vision. His name was Tony, and he was gorgeous in a very 1990s sort of way, with long black hair and ripped jeans. I was instantly smitten. During a break in class, I overheard another student ask Tony what he was taking next quarter, and he said he was taking the psychology class at night. I filed that away as very important information. As we were leaving the studio that day, Tony turned to me and he said, "Hey, Wendy, what are you taking next quarter?" I didn't blink. I didn't hesitate. I said, "I'm taking this psychology class at night." "Really?" he said. "Me too." "Oh," I said, faking surprise. What I hope you take away from this story, sorry, let me go back here. So that next quarter, I did what I vowed I would never do. I enrolled in another psychology class, and I did fall in love that quarter. Deep, passionate, crazy love. Not with Tony, though. No, that relationship went nowhere. I fell in love with psychology, the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Now, the lesson of this story is not to follow attractive people around to find happiness. That's not the goal. What I learned that semester was the power of challenging your expectations. My expectation was that all psychology was awful. But I entered that second class with the idea that I could be wrong. Now, I was 19 years old, so of course I thought it was highly doubtful, but I was open to the possibility. And was I ever wrong? That second psychology class was taught by a fantastic professor who pushed me to think deeply and question everything. Of course, that kind of thinking made me question myself and my initial hatred of psychology. I never wanted to stop thinking that way, so I decided to become, of all things, a psychologist. This was a path that I never expected for myself. I was the first person in my family to go to college, so graduate school and becoming a professor seemed as far off as Mars. All along the way toward this path, I had to challenge my beliefs about what I was capable of. And that is the mindset that led me here, to UB, and to the honor of speaking to you today. What I hope you take away from this story is that challenging your expectations about the world, other people, and most importantly, yourself, is incredibly powerful. Good things often come from unexpected places. For many of you, Buffalo was an unexpected place. Maybe you never thought you would leave Long Island, or Brooklyn, or Binghamton, or China. There you go. Or China, or India, or Singapore. Maybe you expected Buffalo to be like going beyond the wall in Game of Thrones. And we all know it's not, at least not in July. You may have challenged expectations or your parents' expectations in the academic path you chose at UB. Maybe you entered as a pre-pharmacy or pre-med major, but you changed your mind, or perhaps organic chemistry changed it for you. Many of you have switched majors not once, but several times. Good but unexpected things may have come not only from asking yourself, what am I going to do, but from contemplating, who am I as well? One thing we know from psychology is that our relationships with others tell us about ourselves. While you were at UB, you may have built friendships you never imagined with people from different places or cultures with unfamiliar ideas or backgrounds. So you see, chances are you've been challenging your expectations all along, perhaps without even realizing it. My message to you here today is to never stop doing it. When you think you know the answer, question anyway. When you think you're going to hate something or fail at it, try anyway. When you think you know who people are or how the world works, endeavor to prove yourself wrong. I'd like to leave you with this thought. Life is a journey of self-discovery. If you have all the stops plotted out before you get to them, it's a pretty boring journey. So challenge yourself and be open to the unexpected. The surprise factor alone is worth it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Thanks, Professor Quinn, for that. Would Provost Zukowski please come to the center lectern? At this commencement, we are honored to confer baccalaureate degrees earned at the University at Buffalo. Baccalaureate degrees authorized by the State University of New York Board of Trustees will now be conferred. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees please stand and remain at their seats? Up, 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 up.
This is it, folks.
Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Woo! All right. Provost Zukowski, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority, hold on, not yet, not yet, not yet. By the authority of the trustees and the chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon each of you the degree of baccalaureate with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left.
Please be seated.
Provost Zukowski and Dean Schulze will now greet the graduates. As each graduate leaves the stage, they will be presented with a congratulatory letter, as well as a UB pin, compliments of UB's Alumni Association. Graduates, once you've received your packet, please take your seat. There's a little bit of stage managing business that has to be done now as the scene is set for the procession of graduates up to the stage. We will bring the candidates forward in the following manner. Students seated on the right side of the floor, that's over there, as you're looking at the stage, will be called forward, starting from the front row, moving toward the rear. We've arranged the departments on the floor alphabetically, starting with anthropology up front on the right and moving back to the Department of Philosophy. At that point, we'll move over to the left side of the floor, seating, starting with the political science department here in the front, and continuing through to transnational studies. Students chose seats with friends within their department, so the students are not alphabetically arranged within departments, but I think you'll be able to figure out what's going on. Each of our graduating students' names will be read as he or she appears on the big screens. We kindly ask that spectators with cameras please remain in your seats and don't attempt to approach the floor, as this creates a safety problem. Thank you for your patience during this brief timeout. I think we're just about ready to go.